Hi, I'm Dave. This is the Digital Immigrant. In today's episode, we're going to show you how to set up your channel art to make your YouTube channel look fantastic. In a previous episode, we were looking at how you can start a YouTube channel, how you get set up, and I'll put a link up here so you can have a look at that. So today we're going to show you how you set up your channel art. Now, your channel art is basically the images that appear on your YouTube channel. This is going to be your branding and your best way to stand out and help people to recognize your content. Now, they come in two parts. There's the banner, which is the large image which sits at the top of your YouTube channel, and your icon image, which is the little one that everyone uses to recognize who you are. Now, both have different sizes and different requirements for them to work on YouTube. So we'll hop over the computer and we'll look at the different sizes that you need for both of those and some resources you can use to make sure that your channel art looks fantastic. So now we're over the computer, let's jump on and have a look at the channel that we've got so far. The channel that we set up in the other episode. So here we are, we're on YouTube, and this is the channel that we set up for the Digital Immigrant. And as you can see at the top here, it says add channel art. So you've got this section here, which is going to be your header banner, which is your main piece of artwork on there. And then you've got the smaller one here, which is your icon, which is where you'll be the smaller icon that will show up if you're interacting with other people. That's the one that will travel around YouTube with you. First off, what we need to do is to make our channel art. Now, the channel art needs to be a specific size. YouTube has specific sizes they want. So let's go back to Google. We're going to go supportgoogle.com/YouTube/art. I'll put the links in the description below for you. This will take you directly to the page. So let's hit that. And there we go. We're on a YouTube help page, which will give you all the details for what you need for your channel art, which is exactly what we're trying to do here. So as you can see here, it's got all of the information here on what you need to create your channel art. And it gives you the options of whether you're doing it on a computer, an Android, an iPhone, or an iPad. But down here, we have image size and file guidelines. So let's click that open. And here it's giving you all of the details of what you need for your channel art, your top banner. And basically, the size options here is what they're looking for is it to be 2,560 by 1,440 pixels. So it's quite a large image size, but there's certain sections of it which are useful for whether it's being shown on a desktop computer, whether it's being shown on a tablet, whether it's being shown on a mobile. And what they've done is they've given us a handy template. And this template shows the 2,560 by 1,440 image size. And then within that, you've got borders which are showing you the maximum size for a desktop, the maximum size for a tablet, and the size for a mobile. So handily, they've got a thing here called Channel Art Template, which you can click and download. And that'll download the template for this so you can use it to create your channel art. Now, how you create your channel art is entirely down to you. I use Photoshop, so I'm quite used to Photoshop, and I'm quite used to using images and working in Photoshop with them. So that's how I'm going to do it. But there are different options. If you go back to Google and type in YouTube channel art, there are a number of different things here where you can actually go on there for free and make the correct banner sizes for you. There's Photor here. And I'll put the links in the description here where you can use pre-made templates to create your banner art that'll work perfectly. The other one here is Canva. And again, I'll put these links in the description, but these are ways that if you don't have access to something like a photo editing program like Photoshop, you can use these templates, and a lot of these you can upload your own images to create your channel art. But as I said, I'm going to use Photoshop. So let's jump into Photoshop and I'll show you how I'm going to put together the channel art that we're going to use for this channel. Now we're over in Photoshop, and I've opened up the template that we got from the YouTube help page. So this is going to give us all of the sizes that we need to create our channel art. Now I have already started, so we're not having to go through the entire process. So let's open that up. What I've done here is I've created a blank document that is the 2,560 by 1,440 pixels dimension. And I've actually dragged the template over the top of that so we can see the areas that we're working with. Now, the first thing I did was that I created a background image. I had a background image that I wanted to use for this, and I thought because it's the Digital Immigrant, what better than a passport? So I actually created an image like that. And basically, it's a fake passport. We've changed the names and there's bits and pieces there just to go with the Digital Immigrant theme. The next thing I wanted was to have a logo on it. Now, it's entirely up to you. You could have your name, you could have whatever you wanted, but I wanted a logo, and I designed a couple of logos, and I'll show you the ones we had. The first one I looked at was using something like that. Wasn't 100% happy with it, so I went again and designed another one. So we've got that one, and then I did a distressed version of that that made it look more like a rubber stamp. Now, I think for the header art, the main banner, I'm going to go with that one. Now, I could be wrong. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Do you prefer that one? Or do you prefer that one? So I'm going to go with that one. If you think I was wrong, say in the comments below. Say if you preferred the other one, but I'm going to stick with this one for the time being. And you can see now with the template lines that are over the top of this should fit and work perfectly in the top of the YouTube header banner and hopefully work on mobile as well. I may have to tweak it. I may have to put it up and then check it on the desktop, check it on a mobile, check it on a tablet, check that they all work on all of those. But for now, this is the one I'm going to go for. So I'm going to get rid of the template thing over the top. This is going to be our header banner image. So I'm going to save this as a JPEG. Okay, so that's the banner side taken care of. Let's have a look now at creating the logo, the little square image that is your icon that will travel around YouTube with you. So we'll go back to our same support page. So we're back on the same support page. If you come across the side here, just below where it says create or edit channel art, you've got manage channel icon. So we click on that, and this now gives us all the details we need to know about creating the icon. And basically what we're saying here is the icon needs to be 800 by 800 pixels wide, and it can be in a JPEG, a GIF, a bitmap, or PNG file, but you can't use an animated GIF. You can't have a little animated GIF. It's got to be a solid image. So that's our size, 800 pixels by 800 pixels. So back into Photoshop. Now we're over in Photoshop, and I've opened up a blank document that is 800 pixels by 800 pixels. So we've got the square pixels here. And again, I've already started this, so we don't have to take you all through. But let's show you what I did. So I've used the same background that I used on the banner art, but just pulled it in a little bit tighter, so we're within that square image. Now, again, I did try that logo, but I'm not so keen on that. So to match with the banner art, basically what we're looking for here is consistent branding. This is what branding's all about. So if someone's seen your main banner and then see the icon, there should be a correlation. They should be able to say, that icon corresponds to that channel, therefore corresponds to that banner. So I decided not to use that stamp logo. So let's open up the other stamp logo I have. Right, so I've opened up both the stamp logo options I have. We'll start off with the distressed one. Let's get both of those out of the way there. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click and drag this into the image there. As we can see, that's too large, so in Photoshop I'm just going to resize that. If anyone really wants to know what I did, I press Ctrl and T to transform the image. Now I'm going to hold down Shift and just drag the size down till it's the size that I want it to be. I could have resized this originally, but keep something. I could have resized this originally, but I like having the larger size, so I've got other options to use it for. Right, so there's one with the, what I call the distressed stamp icon. And I think it looks fine. Once it's down to the tiny, tiny size, it's not going to be punchy enough. It's not going to be obvious enough of what it is and tie in with what we've got. So let's try the other stamp version. We'll drag that one in now, and I'll resize that to the same size. Okay, so now we've got the more solid logo over the top of that. I'm liking the way that's looking. Let's flick between the two. There's a distressed look. there's the solid look. I think I like the solid look better, so we're going to stay with that one. Now, the one thing I'm thinking with this at the moment is that the background is being a little bit too distracting from the logo itself. So I did make another version where it was slightly blurred. Now with that blurred background, the logo's standing out a lot better. You've still got the same colours, you've still got the same feel that you had with the original. Just show you it without and with and without. So that's with the sharpened one, that's with the blurred one. So that's the one I'm going to go for. So I'm going to save this out. Save. So now we've got our two pieces of artwork. We've got our main part, which is our banner, and we've got our smaller part, which is our icon and logo. So let's go back over into YouTube now, and we'll load these up. Okay, so here we are. We're on the page, and what we're going to do is we're now going to upload those two pieces of art that we've made to make our channel look fantastic. So we've got a little button here that says Add Channel Art. Let's click that. And you've got choices to upload photos. Photos you've already got that stored on Google and Gallery. But we're going to click here and say select photo from your computer. So now I've navigated to where that's kept. That's the banner art we wanted to click. We want to use. Click Open. And that would be uploaded to YouTube. So it's showing us now the options you've got for each of the different setups, for a desktop, for a TV, for a mobile. And possibly looking at this, it's going to be slightly too big. So, okay, so that's the channel art setup. I'm not 100% happy with it. I might play with it a little bit more just to get it absolutely perfect, because it's not doing it the same way as last time I did it. But that's the channel art in and done. So let's move on to doing the logo icon. So you can see here where we've got our little brown man here. We've got a little pencil. Edit, upload photo, and there's our image that we want to upload. Now you can see here when I've gone to upload it, it's actually done it onto a Google Plus page, because with YouTube you get a Google Plus page as well, and the icon for the Google Plus page and the YouTube channel will be the same. So hopefully now that's now uploaded. Let's refresh that page. Okay, so we're back over to our YouTube channel now, and as you can see now, we now have all of our channel art set up. Now, the eagle-eyed amongst you might notice that things are slightly different, and that's because it took a lot longer for the icon to upload than I imagined. It actually took a couple of hours, so I've had to come back and re-record this again. But, as you can see now, we now have our channel art banner all set up, looking fabulous, and we've got our little icon here. So it's basically all our channel art set up. With our icon here, if we now go to somebody else's channel, let's go to Alan Spicer. Hi, Alan. If you guys are looking for more tips on how to get the best out of your YouTube channel and optimize all the things you're doing, I recommend popping over to Alan Spicer's channel. He's got plenty of great tips, and he certainly helped me out a lot. But anyway, here we are on Alan's channel. Let's pop into one of his videos.
After recent changes to the YouTube...
I'm not going to play it just because of copyright. Well, there you go. There's Alan. Let's pause him slightly better than that. There we go. So you can see now we've got our little channel icon here, and that travels around YouTube with you. So if you comment on someone else's video and you've got your little channel icon set up, the image is right there. People can click on that and go straight to your channel, and it's a way of getting your name around YouTube as well. So back to our channel, and there we go. That's the channel art set up. So this is how I do it. If anyone else has got any really great tips on setting up channel art or places that you get free channel art from, tell me what you use. Tell me in the comments below. And maybe it'll help me out and it'll help everyone else out. So if you've got any really good tips on channel art, on how to upload it and sizing and things like that, stick them in the comments below, and helps everybody else. In the next episode, we'll look at uploading a video, but we're really on the way to getting our YouTube channel up and running. So for now, I'm Dave. This is the Digital Immigrant. See you next time.